Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here with another episode of Cells at Work Black. So, as some of you have known already, this week lots and lots of Cells at Work Black episodes dropped. I have no idea what their release schedule is right now. It's entirely confusing and whatnot. But for me, I'm still gonna have to go at things with my own pace, right? My schedule is already full during the weekdays. I can't really devote that much time to doing this, so bear with me on that. With that being said, though, I will be watching at least 2 episodes today just to make sure that I can catch up and not fall too far behind. And this episode is probably going to be a good one. Well, I can't say probably since I said already I've read the manga, and I do recall that this particular episode is talking about sex, although honestly, it's the best is still yet to come, but this is also a pretty interesting topic as well, as you might assume. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright. Just make sure I'm recording and all that. Okay. I love the platelets here. Shigata, shigata! Yeah, I'm having like deja vu. Carbon monoxide? It's a It's just like it's a it's a code black. I don't think I get what they were trying to do with that translation, but I don't think that really fits though. Oh well. Not to mention, code black isn't universal. Now, if nothing else, you have to appreciate that the black opening theme is a lot more energy, right? I mean, sure, there's something to be said about the normal series having all the characters sing as well, but hey, actually in this song, I do believe Red Blood Cell is lending his vocals as well. Or is that the ending? Actually, I think that might be the ending. Never mind. Right, get up. You're late for work. Excitement, expansion, emptiness. Expansion time! Oof. I mean, it's not like he can decide how much oxygen to bring. Wow. I mean, as you might expect, an erection is a result of blood flowing down there. So, well, it's all hands on deck. Ah, she's caring for him. The ultimate objective of all living things. Reproduce! This dialogue. They're gonna have to rush it! Because if they don't do it, that means, you have an erectile dysfunction. It's the ultimate goal, after all. Well, about that, though. I mean, you guys are all going in there in the end. I do love the sort of parallel here. It's how you use it. Yeah, get back to the line, dude. Just doing my job. I don't think, as a red blood cell, you're supposed to just go willy-nilly to other places. But, hey, main character privilege. Aw, little babies. I had a pretty good chuckle the first time I saw this in the manga. Ta-da! Yep, incredible, right? Just a single sperm with the ovals. Then they gradually expand to all these cells. Trillions and trillions and trillions of cells. I'll do my best to reproduce! Bye bye. Go! That was certainly a long time from arousal to when they actually got the erection, right? It's not budging! Oof. In terms of all the episodes, this wasn't all the chapters. This wasn't really my favorite, but it was definitely the most entertaining because just to see the creativity of how they depicted the situation. Uh-oh. It's shrinking! Otherwise known as That dysfunction. And of course, there's a quick fix for this as well. Oof. I love it. They're making it to be like this big battle. Listen to the epic music in the background. Viagra! Or I guess the proper the proper name of that. Yeah, Viagra is a brand name, of course. That was the heavy artillery, the airstrike. Now it's time for the ground troops. Charge! You know, you guys are gonna have like a fight to the death as well. Even if you do get into the ovaries. Because there can only be one. I mean, that's only the first half of the battle, though. Although I guess they don't actually show that part, though. uh, prepare for rocket launch. All systems go. Boom. Like I said, I love the I love the creativity in this particular episode. And then the fact that you see light should give you a hint at everything. Go! Yeah. I mean, real talk, even if they don't go there, they'd still leak out. And now we get some STDs. Alright, see you guys after this. Well, gonococcii, probably better known by the STD gonorrhea, and that is indeed what is happening to the body right now. And indeed, from next episode on is actually when things really start taking off and getting interesting. Like, when I was reading the manga up to this point, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, right? A different kind of situation from the original series. Definitely a lot more depth, a lot more darker and whatnot. But from next episode onwards, oh, that's when it really gets epic, I'm telling you guys. But, you know, save that for the next episode, which I am going to go into right after this one. But let's talk about this one first, right? Especially at the very end there, you know, with that entire, that entire spiel about, oh, what was all this work for? What was the meaning of all this, etc., etc. Like, come on. I know it's trying to personify, like, a lot of the bodily functions or whatnot, but it does, you know, it does seem a teeny bit preachy there, I have to say, especially since sperm, you know, even if you don't do anything to it, they are still reproduced anyways, and there is a certain amount of leakage and a certain bit of recyclement, right? It's not like, you know, they're going to be there for all time and then never change, right? Cells do go over a cycle, sperm cells as well. Not to mention, right, you know, considering everything, even if they are able to successfully go into the ovaries for the purpose of reproduction, like, only one of them is going to reach the goal and you know, start the fertilization process and whatnot, right? The rest of them are still gonna be washed out, going into the drain and so on and so forth. So, well, or maybe not the drain, maybe onto a tissue or something like that. All I can say is at least the dude is actually, you know, having sex, right? Because I think it would actually have been a lot more funny and ironic if then all those little sperm were going out like, yay, I'm finally going out, only to be met by a plastic membrane, right? Right? And hey, you know, all things considered, it's directly because the dude did not use protection and that is why he is in this current state, which is a very bad situation for the body, right? I don't think it needs to be repeated how bad STDs are for you. So, but all things considered, right? I did love how the entire episode was portrayed. At that point, I was like, hey, this is really cool, right? Because you don't really know how exactly they are going to recreate this situation in this sort of situation. So definitely the creativity is there. I love the way that they did all this. In fact, even the use of Viagra as well. That was definitely nice. And really fitting, right? Really fitting. I do feel that this is a very innovative way of displaying the reproduction process. But that's that. In terms of changes, I do feel like I don't recall the white blood cell and red blood cell interacting this much this early on. They do interact a lot more in the later episodes, but I do kind of get the feeling that they changed a few things, like maybe made them talk to each other a little bit more, interact a little bit more, which can be good, can be bad. I don't have exact preference for that, but they did change a few things, right? But the gist of the situation, it still remains the same, and now, obviously, the most funny thing about all this, especially in anime form, is the dialogue, right? The dialogue. I mean, even reading it, it's like kind of ironic in a lot of ways, right? They're making these innuendo jokes. How can you be a man if you never experienced an erection? And all that sort of stuff. And yes, we have finally achieved erection. It's really funny, and it's even more funnier in anime form than it is in manga form because you have the voice actors actually saying it and whatnot. So that definitely adds to the enjoyment of the series. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. I don't really want to harp on too much because I'm going directly into the next episode, and like I said, that is when the real fun starts. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys directly in the next one.